Stretch out the dreams from my mind. Granny's got the scoop, let's unwind. Birds are chirping, singing their tune. Mystery of the day coming soon. Cup of tea and a buttered scone. Start the day, we're never alone. Good morning, rise and shine. Granny's here with stories so fine. Good morning, off we go. To greet the world with a happy glow. Windows open, smell the dew. Sky so wide, oh so blue. Granny's voice like honey sweet. Good news travels on our street. Time to jump into the fray. Cheers to another golden day. Granny's voice like honey sweet. Good news travels on our street. Good morning, rise and shine. Granny's here with stories so fine. Good morning, off we go. To greet the world with a happy glow. Good morning, rise and shine. Granny's here with stories so fine. Good morning, off we go. To greet the world with a happy glow. To greet the world with a happy glow.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing wonderful today. Well, I never thought I'd have to do another one of these videos, guys. What is going on in our skies? We have another plane crash. This is horrific. What is supposed to be our safest form of travel is starting to get really scary, in my opinion. I mean, this old granny's thinking about just keeping her feet on the ground. I don't know about you, but this is getting to be a bit much. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. We have two people who lost their lives in an Arizona plane crash. Plane crash leaves two dead in Arizona. First responders are still on the scene as of 3 p.m. today, February 19th. And it is unclear if any additional casualties exist. 4 people were involved in the crash, but there is no current information about the remaining individuals. The tragic collision occurred at Marana Regional Airport, located near Tucson, Arizona, between two small planes that collided mid-air. The aircrafts have been identified as Cessna 172S and Lancair 360 Mk2. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, which is investigating the incident, both are similar types of aircraft. The crash happened around 8:30 a.m. this morning. The FAA identified the airport as an uncontrolled field. This means that the airport did not have an operating traffic control tower. Pilots communicate using a common traffic advisory frequency. So let's go ahead and watch a video that goes with this, guys.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox as we continue to follow some breaking news out of Arizona. You are taking a look at some live aerial footage. We are following the latest regarding a deadly plane crash at Marana Regional Airport. Here's what we know so far, courtesy of our partners at Fox 10 in Phoenix. You can see that several investigators, law enforcement officials, first responders are there on the ground, as you can also see the aftermath of that crash. Fox 10 saying this: at least 2 people are dead following a mid-air plane collision at an airport northwest of Tucson. That's according to what we heard from police earlier today. The Marana Police Department saying the crash happened February 19th, today on Wednesday, at the Marana Regional Airport, located near Avra Valley and Senderio Roads. The police writing on Facebook, quote, 2 confirmed dead, and both planes were smaller fixed-wing single-engine planes. The Federal Aviation Administration says a Lancair collided midair with a Cessna 172 just before 8:30 a.m. local time. 2 people were on board each plane. The National Transportation Safety Board will lead the investigation into this crash. We're still waiting to hear who the victims are. Their identities have not been confirmed. According to the FAA, the Marana Regional Airport is an uncontrolled field, meaning the airport does not have an operating control tower. FAA goes on to say that pilots utilize a common traffic advisory frequency to regularly announce their position to other pilots who are in the airport's vicinity. The pilot in command is responsible for maintaining safe separation from other aircraft, and pilots operated into uncontrolled fields are still required to comply with all federal aviation regulations, including minimum visibilities, minimum safety altitudes, and right-of-way rules. You can see here that they have taped off what looks to be another one of these small planes, and you can see several other small planes there in this regional airport, as the FAA has said that it is an uncontrolled airport there. But there on the screen, you can see the aftermath as well, perhaps some of the debris from that airplane that was involved in this crash. I do want to head out to some posts on X regarding the latest in this investigation. This first one from the National Transportation Safety Board newsroom saying that TSB is investigating a mid-air collision between Cessna 172S and Lancair 360 Mk2. And we're seeing here that our team down at Fox 10 in Phoenix, they are currently speaking with some of the police and investigators on the ground. Let's take this live.
Prior to 8:30 a.m., officers from the Marana Police Department and members from the Northwest Fire District responded here to the Marana Regional Airport in reference to a report of an aircraft down. Officers arrived on scene, and it was learned that 2 aircraft were involved in the collision. Unfortunately, 2 individuals were confirmed deceased. The investigation is in the early stages and is ongoing, and the NTSB is en route to further the investigation.
And according to the FAA, we found out that the 2 aircraft involved, it's a Lancair aircraft and a Cessna 172. And the FAA also saying that there were 2 people on board each of the aircraft. 2 people passed. Now, the other 2 people, do we know anything about their conditions at this time?
From what I understand at this time is the other 2 involved are unharmed and they're doing okay.
Yeah, and again, all of this preliminary information, obviously, this is happening as we speak. The FAA also describing this as an uncontrolled airspace, meaning there's no ATC control tower, meaning pilots have to communicate to each other about their positions via another type of frequency. We will continue to be here on scene and gather information at this time, but stay right here with Fox 10, both live on air and online for the latest details. Reporting live here in Marana, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.
And thank you there to reporter Lauren Clark down at Fox 10 in Phoenix as she continues to detail the latest regarding this deadly plane crash. Also speaking with someone from the police department there as the Marana Police Department is investigating this entire situation. Now, we do want to keep it here focused on this breaking news story. Again, 2 people confirmed dead in this small plane crash that happened at Marana Regional Airport. That's just northwest of Tucson, if you're not familiar with the area there. And it does seem that our Fox 10 reporter may be asking some more questions from the police, a spokesperson that is on the ground there with her. We're going to hang on this shot in just a second and continue to gather more information.
So this.
All right, let's head back out to reporter Lauren Clark with Fox 10 in Phoenix, continuing to cover this deadly plane crash.
Happening here at the airport. Tell us what we know so far with the preliminary details.
Yeah, so what I can tell you at this time is this morning at approximately 8:29, so just prior to 8:30, officers from the Marana Police Department and members from the Northwest Fire District were dispatched here to the Marana Regional Airport on Avra Valley Road in reference to an aircraft down. It was learned that 2 aircraft were involved in a collision, and unfortunately, 2 individuals were confirmed deceased. This is very early stages in the investigation, and the NTSB is en route to further the investigation.
Wow. And from the FAA, we learned that there was 2 people aboard each aircraft. 2 people unfortunately passed. What's the conditions of the other 2?
I learned that the other 2 were unharmed and were able to walk away unharmed.
And the preliminary details is this idea of the 2 that were unharmed were on one plane and the other 2 on the other?
Yes. Okay. Yes, that's what I understand.
And that's, again, preliminary, and things are still just trying to unfold at this time as investigators are on scene here.
Exactly, yes.
Do we know anything about ages or genders of those who have passed?
I do not have that at this time, no.
As someone who's from this community and seeing something like this happen at the airport, I bet this is tragic.
Yeah, this is an extremely tragic situation, and the Marana Police Department offers our deepest condolences to those affected in this incident.
Anything else you can add or say?
Yeah, I can say that I don't have a time frame, but the airport will be shut down for an extended period of time while this is being investigated. But yeah, that's basically all I have at this time.
Wonderful. Do you have any questions, Mark?
Before maintaining.
Okay. So, from what I can tell, they said the 2 walked away. I'm thinking this plane was the other plane that was in the collision, and that's why those other 2 people walked away unharmed. They were able to land, so they must have just barely, I don't know if it looks like this wing part here hit the other plane. I don't know. But there's a reason they have crime tape around this plane, guys. I know that the reporters didn't seem to, think anything of it or didn't piece together what was going on. But the crash site that they showed and then this plane, I think this was one of the planes that was involved. But that they were able to land and the 2 people in this plane were able to walk away, which thank goodness. But we do need to keep those other 2 people who lost their lives and their families in our prayers, and just keep our travel in prayer, right? Especially airplanes, aircraft. It's just getting to be too many airplane crashes lately, in my opinion, right? Not a good thing at all. But I want to thank you all for being here today with me. Please hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe, become a member. We're live every night around 5 o'clock, so please feel free to come on in and join us. And thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at grannyscrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.